pray to Raka. Go pray to Raka and come back. Hurry. Huh? Sit right here. Huh? No, that was not the raw one though. Ismail was eating the last piece of it. Phone in the office. My phone. You need a pen? Yeah. Put the pen in the office. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أما بعد Adilat-Tawheed, the proofs and evidence about the Tawheed. And this is from reading on our book that is Al-Qoolu Mufeed fi Adilat-Tawheed. Al-Qoolu Mufeed fi Adilat-Tawheed. Here he mentioned, now after knowing the meaning of Tawheed, now it is bringing the dalil, the proofs and evidence about the Tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we read, alhamdulillah, from Surah Al-Ikhlas. I think we got different print, but I could show you. It's different prints. After the proofs from Surah Al-Ikhlas to prove the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in our actions, and also in Surah Al-Isra, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned وَإِذَا ذَكَرْتَ رَبَّكَ فِي الْقُرْآنِ وَحْدَهُ وَلَّوْا عَلَى أَدْبَارِهِمْ نُفُورًا. That when you make a mention of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, meaning La ilaha illallah, they will be وَلَّوْا عَلَى أَدْبَارِهِمْ نُفُورًا. They will be rushing in running away. They will be rushing in running away because of not wanting to hear about La ilaha illallah. Likewise in Surah Zumar, قال الله تبارك وتعالى وإذا ذكر الله وحده اشمأزت قلوب الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة وإذا ذكر الذين من دونه إذا هم يستبشرون. Allah Jalla wa Ala mentioned in Surah Zumar, then and when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioned alone, meaning La ilaha illallah, اشمأزت قلوب الذين لا يؤمنون بالآخرة, those who do not believe in the akhirah, their hearts become tight. Their hearts become very tight, extremely tight. But وَإِذَا ذُكِرَ الَّذِينَ مِن دُونِهِ, but if others than Allah are being mentioned, now they start rejoicing. Now they start rejoicing. And this is a proof, barakallahu fikum, for that those who they rejoice when the Tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being mentioned. It is a dalil for them. And also it is a dalil against those who they are enjoying when other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being mentioned. Right? When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being mentioned alone, meaning La ilaha illallah. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being mentioned, it is in the circles of knowledge. Number one. It is in their gathering of knowledge where Allah Jalla ala has been mentioned alone. Likewise, it is in the masajid that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioned alone. Likewise, in the buyut of the believers, in the homes of the believers, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioned alone, meaning La ilaha illallah. So those who when Allah is mentioned alone, meaning La ilaha illallah, they become very tight, extremely tight. Their hearts become extremely, extremely tight. But when other than Allah is being mentioned, that you will find them, they start rejoicing. And this is, barakallahu fikum, something that is a great measurement stick for all of us. I mean, when is it that, alhamdulillah, our hearts start rejoicing? When is it? Is it when Allah is being mentioned or when other than Allah is being mentioned? Now this is the measurement stick for ourselves. When do we rejoice? When do we enjoy ourselves? When we feel extremely happy? Is it when other than Allah is being mentioned? Or is it then when Allah alone is being mentioned? This is a very good measurement stick for all of us, barakallahu fiqh. For indeed, the believer, the people of Tawheed, the happiness that they have when they sit in the gathering of knowledge, it is not, barakallahu fikum, like the enjoyment of the people of ahwa when they do their things. Meaning when this individual, they sit in front of the big screen TV watching the Super Bowl or the basketball final or the soccer finals or whatever the case might be, how they rejoice in it. The people of Tawheed, when they sit in the masjid, in the circles of knowledge, they're rejoicing. Their happiness is not to be, barakallahu fikum, have no equivalency in regard to those who, when they enjoy other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and other than the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وقال تعالى ذلكم بأنه إذا دعي الله وحده كفرتم وإن يشرك به تؤمنوا فالحكم لله العلي الكبير. ذلكم, this, meaning this individual, بأنه, it is such, إذا دعي الله وحده كفرتم, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioned alone, that you disbelieve. But when He is ascribed partner with, you believe it. When Allah is being mentioned alone, you disbelieve. But when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being ascribed a partner with, you believe in that. But no, فَالْحُكُمُ لِلَّهِ الْعَلِيِّ الْكَبِيرِ. Know that the judgment is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Al-Ali, the Most High, Al-Kabir, meaning Allah Al-Ali Al-Kabir, Allah Al-Ali, the Most High, Al-Kabir, the one that is the powerful one. This is in Surah Al-Ghafir. Al-Shahid min al-ayat, and here the point of reference in these verses, because we're talking about the dalil of Tawheed. It is these two words that you hear in these verses. The first one was ahadun, and the other one was wahdahu. Ahadun وحده. Here, وإذا ذكر الله وحده. شوف, this is the point of reference. Now, for those individuals that say that the term Tawheed is not in the Quran, it is because they are not knowledgeable of the Arabic language. And you have hunaka, people, you got individuals that say, well, you guys talking about Tawheed and Tawheed. Show me where the word Tawheed is in the Quran. You just being ignorant. And you making yourself look like ignorant on the top of you being ignorant. When don't you read قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ? Right? Don't you read قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ? Right? When you say only, when you say only, is one including in it? Is the term, can you find the term? When you say only, right? Only. Can you find the term one in it? Right? If you say only, you find the word one in it. Is one in it written written sarahatan? No, it is not. But when you say the only, then you have the word one in it. So why you guys talk about Tawheed? There is no there is no Tawheed in the Quran. Go learn, you fool. Go learn your religion, but for real. So therefore, these words that are the dalil of the Tawheed in the Quran. So you say ahadun, wahdahu. All of these words, barakallahu fikum, is what? Singling out one thing, singling out something, singling out only one deity deserving to be worshipped. Tayyib. And this was in the verses in the Quran. And I will ask, inshallah ta'ala, as far as the verses that we read, what verse was the first one, the second one, the third one, until the fourth one. If you don't have it, just please, barakallah, if you can raise your hands, I will bring it again, because I will surely ask at the end of the class. Na'am. Ahsanta. The very first verse was in Surah Al-Ikhlas, the whole surah. The very first dalil was in Surah Al-Ikhlas, the whole surah. The second dalil for the Tawheed is in Surah Al-Isra, Surah Al-Ikhlas. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ, the whole surah. The second dalil is in Surah Al-Isra, verse number 46. Surah Al-Isra, verse number 46. And in it you have the word وَإِذَا ذَكَرْتَ رَبَّكَ فِي الْقُرْآنِ وَحْدَهُ. Right? وَإِذَا ذَكَرْتَ رَبَّكَ فِي الْقُرْآنِ وَحْدَهُ. طيب, that's the one. The third adillah, Surah Al-Isra, verse number 46. Number 3. That was number second. Surah Al-Isra, number second. Number second, now the second verse, meaning the second dalil. Surah Al-Isra, verse 46. Surah Al-Isra, the Isra is the night journey, 17.
That was the second one, right?
Yes.
Oh, we're still in the second one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Surah Al-Isra, verse number 46. Third adillah, it is in Surah Al-Zumar. Surah Al-Zumar, which is in verse number 45. وَإِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَحْدَهُ. شوف, وَإِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَحْدَهُ. And when Allah is mentioned alone, بمعنى لا إله إلا الله. When Allah is mentioned alone, بمعنى when Allah is singled out.